Hey, what's going on? It's your boy back at you with another video. So, Carmelo Anthony, the Los Angeles Lakers have re-signed Carmelo Anthony to a veteran minimum deal, 1 year veteran minimum deal. So, I just want to say this, man, that he's 38 years old. I just think that the Lakers need youth. And I just think that this move, he could shoot, but at the end of the day, they need youth. They need defense. And the thing that really hurt the Lakers last year was Carmelo with the second unit on defense. Now, correct me, I give him the benefit that he can't shoot. Okay? I give him that. He can shoot. But he has to be one of the worst defenders in the NBA. Especially with switching. Because he does a lot of he just stands there. He doesn't move his feet. I don't want to sound like a hater, but I'm just saying that he's not a very good defender. And Carmelo Anthony is a very complicated player. Because at 38 years old, he's too slow to guard the faster small forwards. Hold on, let me get that right. Let me get it wrong. He's too slow to guard a lot of the small forwards. But he's too small to guard a lot of the big power forwards and centers in the NBA. And that's something that the Lakers. Now I like the kid they got, Bryant from the Wizards. I like him. I told you I like Juan Toscano Anderson. They picked up Damon Jones. He's with the Warriors, and but he's not very consistent, and he's moved around the NBA a lot. So I don't know about this team, and I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't know. I just don't think Carmelo Anthony helps them. I just think that they just signed a bunch of veteran minimum players because Russ, Brian, and AD is making all the money. So they can't afford to really bring in a superstar. And nobody wants that Russell Westbrook contract. Nobody wants that. Please stop talking about the New York Knicks, because the New York Knicks, they'll be dumb to pick up Russell Westbrook. I'm just saying, $47 million for a guy who can't shoot three-pointers. A guy that can't shoot. He can't shoot a jump shot. All he wants to do is go to the basket. And he's not athletic anymore. Year after year, his game just regresses. So it's just, his game is deteriorating by the year. So he'll be 34 years old in October. A lot of teams are not gonna acquire for Russell Westbrook with his turnovers, with his decision making, with his lack of defense. If you notice, that's all I keep saying about the Lakers. They played horrible defense last year. Horrible. They were one of the worst defensive teams in the NBA. Why? Because they were too slow and they couldn't get up down the court. I like Brian, but he has to be one of the worst defenders in the NBA. He can score 30, but he gives up a lot of easy layups. And it's just, I don't know about this team. I don't know. I don't think AD is going to make it through a whole season. He has yet to prove that he can play a whole season. I don't know about this team. I don't know about Carmelo Anthony. I don't know. Why would you want to pick up a 38-year-old player? The only thing he can do is shoot, but you need defense. And I don't know. The Lakers made no moves to upgrade this team. And you got a lot of teams. You still got Golden. You got Phoenix. You got Golden State. You got Dallas. You got Denver, Jamal Murray, and Michael Porter Jr. coming back. I don't know. I don't know about this team. Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, they'll be healthy next year. I don't know. And I'm going to say this is sleeper. Portland picking up Jeremy Grant and Gary Payton II. They're going to be a sleeper. And now that Gary Payton is there, Lillard can roam and shoot and be more offensive minded. So there's no off nights in the West. None. So, I mean, yeah, Memphis. Memphis, I forgot all about Memphis. Memphis Grizzlies. They young, hungry, hurt about the Warriors beating them. All these teams coming out the West. And New Orleans, B.I., Zion Williamson, C.J. McCollum. I could go on and on for days about the Western Conference. And they made no moves to get better. Lakers made no moves to get better. But if anything, they've gotten older. And I just don't see this team going anywhere. I don't. I don't. And it's just that a lot of these fans out here, Laker fans, they're real quiet. And that kind of irritates me a little bit because I feel like outside of that 2020 season, what has the Lakers done the last 3 out of the last 4 years? They've done nothing. Missed the playoffs, exit out the first round. And nobody's acting like they're not angry about that. You're not embarrassed? It was so bad that Jeanie, and I know y'all tired of me saying this, but I'm going to say it. The Pelicans was beating the Lakers so bad that owner Jeanie Buss walked out the arena. The defense was pathetic. The Clippers. I think the Clippers swept the Lakers last year, didn't they? In the regular season. They beat the brakes off of them on TNT. Charles Barkley said that all those veterans were cooked. Carmelo is cooked. He can shoot, but he don't play defense. He's a liability. And a lot of teams as soon as they see Melo, they're going to attack the basket. As soon as they see Bron, they're going to attack the basket because they know they're not great defenders. Nobody's afraid of Bron anymore. So all this King Goat stuff, throw that out the window. That was 10 years ago. We're talking about right now. You're asking a 38-year-old player to bring you a title? Where AD, whose health is very uncertain? I just don't see this team going anywhere. I'm not hating or anything. But, when I make these videos, people get quiet. Don't get quiet. Because I'm not like everybody else on YouTube. I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. It's no dick riding over here. I don't do Bron dick riding. I tell you what it is. I tell you the truth. He's a great player, but I'm not gonna dick ride. I'm not gonna kiss his ass. To get respect, you have to earn it, don't you? What has he earned in a purple and gold uniform? Outside that 2020, what has he done? They've done nothing. They've done nothing but make it. But all you hear online, all you hear about on Facebook, all you hear is a bunch of damn excuses. And I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue to stay in their ass until I see better. Until I see better. They made no moves in off season. All these teams are getting younger, faster. What have they done? They've done absolutely nothing. They need to fire Rob Pelinka right now. What has he done for this team? Even with Kobe, the Lakers were bad the last few years of rest in peace, Kobe. But let's tell the truth. Even before Bron got there, this team was a straight up embarrassment. They were an embarrassment to the NBA for years. After 2012, what did the Lakers do for a while? It took them 7 years to get back to the playoffs. So we can't all put it on Bron. The Lakers been dysfunctional. Even with Kobe Bryant, this team was terrible. 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 So there you go. So there you have it. So y'all can't say that I'm just a Bron hater. No. The Lakers been bad. They've been horrible. Some of them games, it was sad watching Kobe because he knew it was over. They've been terrible. It took them 7 years from 2012, to 2020? Took them 8 years to get to the no, 7, right. Because they played in 2013, they got swept. They got swept by the Spurs. See how I know my stuff? San Antonio Spurs swept Dwight Howard and Kobe Bryant. But Kobe Bryant blew out his Achilles in 2013. See how I know my stuff? See how I know my stuff, man? But y'all think I'm just this dummy that's a hater? I've been following the Lakers for years. Took them 7 seasons to get to the playoffs. Even before Bron got there, they were horrible. This team has been bad for a long time. And I just don't think this Carmelo move, it does nothing for them. Nothing. And I just think that this team is going nowhere. They can't play Bron every night. He can't play a whole season because he's 38 years old. And I did my research. Did you know that some nights, when Kareem was playing with the Lakers, some nights, they gave him the night off. That's what the Lakers gonna have to do. He can't play all 82 games. That's too much for a 38-year-old in his 20th season. It's just not gonna happen, man. It's not gonna happen. It's not hate. It's the truth. And that's all I gotta say. I just don't think that this move is good enough for them. And I think them making the second round for this team, the way this team is constructed right now, I think them making the second round is a huge accomplishment. If they made the Western Conference, the Lakers made the 2023 Western Conference semis, I think Jeannie Buss should put champagne in the locker room, and they should give out shirts and hats, because I think that's as far as this roster can go. I don't think they're going to win a championship. I think that after this season, and I think that's why I said that he's 38 years old. He's not going to play every game. He's going to get hurt. I said, why not go ahead? And you know what's going to happen? Someone brought this to my attention, and I think it was good information I read today, that he didn't sign that contract extension. AD didn't sign that contract extension. So next year they can walk. And you know what happens? You get nothing. You get left with nothing. He's 38 years old. They're not going anywhere. Why not go ahead on and trade Bron somewhere where he can win him a championship? Why not trade him somewhere else? You're not winning a championship with this roster. And as loaded as the Western Conference, you're lucky if you see a 6 seed, I'm just being honest with you. A fifth, I'm going to be nice and I'm going to say fifth. All these teams out in the West, younger, bigger, faster, I just don't see it. That's why I said, y'all thought I was trying to be funny. Not that I'm trying to be mean or nothing. Why not trade Bron and see what you can get for him? Because next year, you know what's going to happen? I'm going to tell you something. It's going to be a big headache this upcoming season. Because then it's going to be a shadow hanging over the season. Where's Bron going to go? Where's Bron going to go? Reporters going to ask that question. Where's Bron going to go? Where's AD going to go? Where they're going to go? And you know they're not resigning. You know that. AD is gone. Bron is gone. After this season, he is gone. You know that. He's not going to hang around. That's why I said go ahead on and trade him. Trade him somewhere where he can get a championship. He doesn't have a no-trade clause in his contract. Go ahead on and move him. Did he get you some pieces before he walks and you get nothing, right? You're not winning a championship in this West. In this loaded Western Conference. You're not coming out the West. So why not go ahead on and trade him or AD and move him and see what you can get? And you're stuck with Russ because nobody wants his contract. So, 38 years old. He don't have many good years left. I think they should trade him and see what can they get for him. Because he's going to walk next year. So he walks and he leaves with nothing. And you leave with nothing. And you stuck in what? And left with what? To nothing? I'm just telling you. It's going to be a big headache. Bron, are you staying? Bron, are you staying? Bron, are you staying? Bron, are you staying? That's all you're going to get. And it's going to be more really, he's going to really be a distraction. He's already a distraction. Because during the season, he'll lose by 20 points. He's the only NBA star I ever seen that posts all these stats on Instagram and they got whipped by 20. Trade him. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's going to be a distraction. I just don't see this team going anywhere. And to me, it just seemed like you Laker fans are just in denial. That it don't hurt. I'm asking you that. That didn't hurt to see Reggie Jackson dancing in front of Russell Westbrook like that, and nobody was trying to stop him. The LA Clippers beat you by 30, had you up by 34 points. It's not embarrassing. 3 out of the last 4 years, the Lakers hadn't even made the second round of playoffs. But nobody wants to talk about this. But you clown Phoenix. You clown the Clippers. Clippers was in the play-in. Suns, they out here clowning the Suns. Suns was 64 games, made the second round. Brooklyn got swept, but they were there. Lakers didn't even make the playoffs. We gonna act like it didn't happen, but okay. 2 out of the last 4 years, they haven't even made the playoffs. They didn't make the playoffs last year, but nobody's talking. You're not upset about that? This whole situation is a mess, and it's just gonna be a disaster. I see it coming. I think they'll win. I'm gonna be nice. I think they'll win 40. I think they'll go 44-38 on the season. I'm gonna give them 44 games, and I'm gonna stay on them because I don't want to see that happen again. What they went through last year. That was embarrassing. That was really embarrassing. It was an embarrassment, man. It's an embarrassment to people who wearing the purple and gold. Purple and gold. You wear purple and gold. You put on that Laker hat. That represents excellence. It's excellence behind the purple and gold. Why do you think I made these videos? Because it means excellence, man. When you put that jersey on in that locker room, it means excellence. Magic wore that jersey. Kobe wore that jersey. Shaq wore that jersey. Chamberlain wore that jersey. Jabbar, Worthy. Elgin Baylor, the logo, Jamal Wilkes, Gail Goodrich. Excellence, man. Pau Gasol, the legends wore that jersey. Excellence, man. It's hard work, it's defense. That's what comes with that purple and gold jersey. I expect excellence, man. And the thing is, people want to say, well, why are you always so negative? How can I say something negative about Los Angeles? How can I say something positive about Los Angeles Lakers if they haven't done anything positive? To get respect, you got to earn respect, right? Bron wants all the respect, but what has he done outside of 2020 to get respect in LA? That Pelican game was a total disgrace. Total disgrace. Fans were booing. The owner left. Richard Jefferson making jokes. It was an embarrassing season. Charles Barkley making jokes on the TNT set. It was embarrassing. You're not embarrassed? Where your pride at? You're not hurt about that? It hurt my soul, man. When I see Jeanie Buss, I know y'all are tired of me saying this. She walked out there like that. That lady was hurt. It's embarrassing. It hurts. It hurts to see them like that, man. Because they were once in the 2000s. Man. Kobe and Shaq. I loved them, man. Derek Fisher, Rick Fox, Robert Horry. What are they going to do to get back to that? Irvin, Byron, James, AC, Kareem, Michael, Kurt, Michael Cooper. What are they going to do to get back to that, man? I'll give you Larry Drew, Billy Thompson. Yeah, I've been following them for years. Eldon Campbell, Nick Van Exel, Cedric Sabalas. What are they going to do to get back to that? I want them to get back to that. I don't mean no harm when I make these videos. I'm not hating. I'm not hating on Bron. But how can I give him respect if he hasn't done anything outside of 2020? He's done nothing. One championship. What does that mean in LA? Yeah, you won a championship. Okay. They won 16 before we got here, right? So what does that mean? You got one championship. Okay, eh? Magic won 5. Kobe won 5. Shaq won 3. Kareem won 5. Championship is cool, but you gotta win multiple chips around here to get respect. All them banners, all the history before Bron got here, they were winners without him. But in closing, I just don't think this Carmelo move. I like Carmelo, he's a great player, but I think he's past his prime. I think he can put him in spot-up situations. But what you might have to do is put in a defensive player because he's a defensive liability. And he's just... This move, they should have got someone younger. But I understand that you couldn't get them because of the cap and because you didn't have much money. But, I don't know. But I just don't see this team going far. And this Carmelo Anthony move, I don't think it does anything for them. But that's it. That's all. Deuces.